Hello everyone, myself Uday Datrak. I'm planning to teach 100 plus web application security issues in 20 hours easily. Search in YouTube for Uday Datrak, guys. I have already uploaded 50 plus lessons. I will be uploading daily one or two videos. With this course, you will be eligible. You can easily get a job on cybersecurity because there is no such paid course in this like worldwide who is teaching 100 plus unique security issues. Like most people teach only 10 to 20 security issues, guys, and also using these combinations we'll be able to hack in 100 plus ways. So we are covering almost all the possible unique security issues, guys. So before going further, I would like to clarify some doubts like which were asked by a couple of people before. Like someone asked me what is the impact of weak uh, what do you say that weak session uh, weak session randomnesses. That is the issue I believe someone asked about. Yes. So this issue, let's say if there is a large organization like which has around 100,000 employees, and if the application is generating duplicate session IDs for every 10,000 session IDs, let's say like if the application is generating some session ID like this, and we know that how to generate 10,000 session IDs within just couple of minutes. No, guys, if you have seen my previous video, you know, you must know. Let's say you have created around 10,000 old list, but after 10,000 the application is like repeating the session IDs. So that means a hacker, what hacker will do is he will try to generate the 100,000 session IDs, and then every day he will try to use all these session IDs against the web application to see whether he can be able to log in into an application or not. For web applications with 100,000 users, there are higher chances are there if the application is using the older versions of the HTTP server, guys. Mostly 100,000 employee companies like will be are very old, and there are higher chances of using older versions of the HTTP server. So that's the issue, guys. Using this approach, hacker can bypass authentication. I myself successfully done this attempt 3-4 times for authorized clients. Now we'll talk about, yeah, now some other question someone asked. Yeah, someone asked me to upload the Datrak application code. I'll be uploading in the GitHub and give the link in the comments, guys. Please download from there. Today, before we go further, we need to talk little more about default configuration files. There is a lots of default configuration file security issue. At least we need to talk for 30 minutes. So as we covered 15 minutes, we're gonna talk for another 15 minutes. Yes, as we know that by default, whenever we install the WAMP application, what will be the default username will be root, password will be blank. It is very important that blank password should be changed. Even though if the hacker cannot connect to the database remotely using blank password, there are some ways still hacker can connect if the application is vulnerable. uh, so let's focus on some other thing. I'll be showing you all this later, guys. First we'll focus on default configuration file. As I said, the default password is root. Now developer wants to change the password. Now how are we gonna change MySQL password? Because since it is not asking for the password, most of the malwares or viruses, what they will do is they'll encrypt the database, and or else they completely steal the database if the system is infected. Now okay, changing MySQL root user password. Okay, now I'm gonna change it within WAMP. Okay, here WAMP is not working. Now MySQL. Okay, instead of searching it, see WAMP 64 Bing MySQL. In this particular folder, no files. How come? One second, guys. Yes guys, we got the file mysqld. Okay, -u password localhost. Now starting as process, maybe sorry mysql. Okay, password is not error, unknown database. Okay, mysql -u root. Okay, -p. Okay, now I logged in into the database guys. I use the front end code itself always. So now he's changing the password to secret at 123, because developer knows that the root password blank is insecure and is trying to change the password for the root. Okay, now he successfully changes the password guys. Now what he will do, you need to know this stuff guys, don't ignore this. You will be finding juicy information once you get an experience with this. Now he goes to configuration file. In this he will give the password as something like, what do you say, the default password is now secret at 123. Now we'll come to the interesting thing here. Since whenever we install the WAMP application, the default test mysql.php will be created, right? In that file the password will be always blank guys. Sorry, I just randomly put before. It will be always blank. If you see in your system, this particular file will be blank. Now as the developer changed the database password, but he never try to edit this because he will not be having idea about this particular files, because this particular file doesn't belong to his web application. He doesn't focus on this. So now what happens, this piece of application code is connecting to a database with a user, password is blank. So now if after changing the database password, most of the applications will change the password. Now I'll try to call that file test mysql.php, it will throw some error guys. Can you see? Because the developer changed the password. Using this error we were able to find out the database username. Can you see? This is the important thing to perform brute force attack guys, to know whether the even though on the front end in the web application, like if they put some captcha and all the exception handling mechanism, they forget about this particular default configuration file and disclose the database username, and we can directly check for the brute forcing for this particular MySQL protocol, and it will not, even though if the web application is protected by some captcha mechanism, we can easily bypass this brute forcing using Hydra tool, which I am gonna talk later in the very later sessions. That's a brute forcing, very easy concept. Now our job is, we also identify the application, complete application path guys, where the, in which folder our, see where the WAMP folder, WAMP application is installed. Now this is one thing. So very important thing to know is, even though if the default username, default password for the root is changed, if the default configuration file exists, the hacker can find out the username for the database and can perform the brute force. And the brute forcing will be, since this is not a web application MySQL, there are some softwares which can perform, which can check for 10-20 passwords per second at a speed, high speed. So now let's focus some other thing. We'll try to guess as much as this application installed we have PHP installed, right? If an developer writes something like this, if a hacker enters this question mark PHP info to the application, he could see lots of juicy information on the server, guys. Like, can you see 7.3.12 version information? Like, and sometimes if the application is running on WAMP, you have to check phpMyAdmin, guys, and you have to see whether you can access this particular page, and the default password is root. If if they don't change, you will be automatically logged into an application and you can see all the database and passwords, guys. Second thing is, some people know about the phpMyAdmin and access to it, that they will block it, but if you try to enter adminer for WAMP server, you can also access you can be able to connect to the database remotely. This is the another default configuration files, and you need to check this particular like version, any default, what do you say, any exploits are available for this particular version, or whether this page is vulnerable to SQL injection or not. Sysinfo, these all are the default configuration files for the WAMP. Sorry, system info. Because I have written everything in a particular file. Not right, this particular application. As you know that we haven't changed that thrown error, that's fine. The default configuration file is, if you could search for PHP sysinfo, it will show some of the information, guys. It's still loading. It shows the complete operating system, which particular version it is, and also it shows the size of the hard disk on the server, what all the drive names are there, which are very important later to perform the local file inclusion, guys. And you could also see some PHP info file with some information, like I have put so many, like 2 million paths in particular file, guys, so I never check for all this manually. I'll keep my system up and running for 48 hours, so it will show like so much of information. I always find one high level issues, sorry, should I say, I find at least 70% of the times I find high level issues using the default configuration files, guys. So even though the web application is having firewalls or filters, using this approach you can always find high level issues. So make sure that you always focus on high priority on this like default configuration files. SQL injection, cross-site scripting are very common. Even though if they are protected, using this approach you can still bypass all the validations, guys. So thank you.